Hi all, welcome to Genso IT Trainings. My name is Sagar. In this video, we'll be looking at one of the most important Linux editor, which is VI Editor. So before I do that, I would request everybody to subscribe my channel. Thank you. So what exactly this VI Editor is all about? Let us assume that we have a specific file with us. So in order to write a content into the file, or in order to insert some content into the file, or in order to copy a particular word inside the file, we require some editor. One of the powerful editor in Linux is going to be VI Editor. So with the help of VI Editor, we will be able to open the file, we will be able to view the contents of a file, we will be able to edit the file, we'll be able to delete the lines of a file, or we'll be able to navigate from one word to another word. We'll be able to search the desired keyword that is required inside the file. So all these things can be achieved with the help of a VI editor. So let us try to understand what exactly this VI editor is all about and what type of modes it has. So by looking at the screen itself, you should be able to identify here VI editor has got two modes, and out of these two modes, one of the mode is called as command mode and the another mode is called as the insert mode. So what exactly is the difference between these two modes? In the insert mode that we have it, we will be able to write the content, and we'll be able to modify the content, and we will be able to insert some content that is required for us inside that particular file. So for that purpose, we'll be using the insert mode. When it comes to the command mode, all the admin activities are being performed inside the command mode. So when I say admin activities, they could be saving the file or executing it or moving the cursor, or we would like to cut certain lines and paste those lines into a different place in the same file itself, or we would like to delete the lines. So this is all about the command mode. So you need to understand we have two modes. One is insert mode and the another one is going to be the command mode. Rather than trying to understand what exactly the VI editor theoretically, we'll try to look into it practically by opening the Linux server. Before I do that, let me talk about this node. If you're not sure in which mode you are in, press escape key twice. This will take you to the command mode. So this is one of the most important tip that you can remember, because sometimes whenever you're using for the first time, you might be little confused to use this VI editor, because it seems to be same. You may not be aware that you're inside the command mode or whether you're inside the insert mode. So in order to make sure, if you're not really sure again in which mode you are in, so what you can do is you can always press the escape button twice so that it goes to the command mode. So let me make you understand how this VI editor is going to work. So what we would be doing is we'll try to create a file with the help of the VI editor. So whenever we use VI and the file name, if the file is not existing, it is going to create a file and it is going to open the file using the VI editor. So this we will look into it practically, and we will try to understand the VI editor. So this is my Linux server. So let me look at ls. So I have a file called as file1. So this is an existing file. I'll not really touch the existing file. In the later section in the same video, I'll be talking about the existing file, and we'll try to view the contents of a file, and we'll try to see some of the options inside the command mode, and by taking the existing file. So let us try creating a file called as VI file. See, look at this. A simple way to create a file. Previously, we were using a command called as touch and the file name. But with the help of VI also, we will be able to create a file. But here, what happens is the moment it creates a file, it goes into a editing mode. So where we can enter the details, or we can enter the content of the file over there. So how do we do it inside the VI editor? We will look into it. So now I'm trying to create a file called as a file. So with the help of a VI editor, and press enter. The moment you press enter, this is how you have already entered. It has created a file and we have entered into the file. Now what is the purpose of creation of this file? To add some contents into it. So how do we add contents into it? So this is one of the most important thing you need to understand. The moment you open a file, you will be inside the command mode. Whenever you're inside the command mode, you will not be able to insert the content inside the inside the file now. So always remember, the moment you open a file using the VI mode, VI editor, so VI space and the file name. So it automatically opens in the command mode. Whenever we are inside the command mode, we will not be able to enter any content inside the command mode. So what we have to do is we have to switch from command mode to the insert mode. So how do we do it? How do we switch from command mode to the insert mode? I would request everybody to observe here wherever you're able to identify the file and the new file, so that whatever changes that are happening, you'll be able to see it here. So in order to switch from command mode to insert mode, a simple key that we need to press is I. Simply press I on the keyboard. So the moment we press I on the keyboard, it switches from command mode to the insert mode. See, look at this. I'm pressing the key I in my on my keyboard. See, look at this. See, observe this particular line. It has changed from file, new file to insert. So whenever you see these lines called as insert, it means that you're inside the insert mode. So whenever you're inside the insert mode, I think it should be much more easy for you. Now you can add anything. You can navigate through the file up and down with the help of the arrow marks and arrow keys on your keyboard. And you should be able to add anything with respect to the content. So let's say this is the first file created using VI editor. So this is the first line I typed, and the moment I press enter, it goes to the second line. So whenever you're inside the insert mode, you will have a privilege to add any content. You can move or you can navigate from top to bottom of the page. You can, with the help of the arrow keys. See, look at this. I'm using my arrow key, up arrow and right side arrow key, so that I'll be able to navigate or navigate across the line. Or if I would like to go behind the, I will be using the left arrow key, so that I'll be able to navigate with the help of the arrow keys. So wherever you would like to enter some other words, suppose imagine you missed out to enter a particular word here. So then you can give a space here, missing word. So anything, whatever you would like to, you can enter it in the insert mode. So this is the second line and third line. See, look at this, enter, fourth line. So I'm trying to use a VI editor to enter the content inside the file now. So prior to this, we have used cat command and greater than, and we were trying to enter the content. But cat command will not really help us to edit the file content. So what if I would like to add some contents somewhere in between the file? I'll not be able to do it. So for that purpose, we will be using the VI editor. Now, you're all very sure that you're inside the insert mode, because you're able to see here something called as insert here. So you're currently inside the insert mode. In order to save this file, or in order to quit the file, in order to come out of the file back to your command prompt, what you need to do is, you'll not be able to perform the saving or the exiting of this file from the insert mode. That's what in my beginning of the video itself I said there are two modes. One is insert mode and the command mode. In the insert mode, you will be able to only enter the content. You'll be able to navigate through the file. That is it. But when it comes to the command mode, it will help us to perform some administrative tasks like saving the file, quitting the file, or deleting some lines, copying the lines, pasting the lines. So all these things can be performed in the command mode itself. So in order to return back to the command mode, in order to return back to the command mode from the insert mode, simply press the escape button. Escape key on the keyboard. Escape is the key. You'll be, the moment you press, it returns back to the command mode. See, look at this. Insert here. I pressed, escape. Now you're inside the insert mode. Now, whenever you're inside the insert mode, you're inside the command mode. Sorry, guys. You will be inside the command mode. You'll switch back from your insert mode to the command mode. Now, whatever the content that is being written inside the file, it is not yet saved inside this file. It is not yet saved. In order to save the content of the file, what I would be doing is, I'll be simply using, currently I'm inside the current command mode. Whenever I'm inside the command mode, then only I'll be able to save the file contents. So in order to save the file contents into the file called as file, so I'll be using : see, look at this. In the command mode, whatever commands you are trying to execute it, you'll be able to see it here. Colon and W. W stands for write the file contents. Write the contents and save the contents to the file. W and press enter. See, look at this. Now the file, it is being written. It is being written with this content now. Now in order to quit this file, in order to come out of the file, I'll be using, see, I'm still inside the command mode. I'll always be inside the command mode. Whenever I would like to enter something, whenever I would like to add some text here, then only I'll be pressing the key called as I. See, look at this. I'll try to add fifth line now. I'll press I. I went into the insert mode and press enter. Fifth line. See, look at this. Fifth line. Now, in order to save it, I have to come back to the command mode. In order to come back to the command mode, we need to press the escape escape key on the keyboard. Escape and colon and W. W stands for writing the file contents into the file, and press enter. So in order to save the file, simply I'll be using colon again in the command mode and Q. Q stands for quit the file. So this is going to quit the file. See, look at this. I have come out of the file now. So in order to view the contents of this file, I'll be able to use the command called as file cat. Cat is the command that I'll be using it to view the contents of the file. Cat and file, press enter. So this is the content that we have entered with the help of an editor called as VI. So let us try to understand more about the VI editor. Let us once again try to understand more about the VI editor. So VI and the file and enter. See again, I have just opened the file with the help of a VI editor. The moment you open the file, you will be inside the command mode. In order to edit this file, you have to go to the insert mode. For that, we need to press the key I on the keyboard. I pressed key on the keyboard. You'll be able to see here insert now. So it is asking me to insert the content. What I'll do, I'll add some content somewhere in the middle, like missing keys or missing words or anything, anything, or Geneso, anything you can add it. Or if I would like to add a new line, see, sixth line, I'm adding it here. So if I would like to add something here, this is the new line. Whatever editing that you would like to do it, you will be able to do it inside the insert mode. Once it is completed, in order to write this file, always go to the command mode. So in order to go to the command mode, press escape key on the keyboard. See, I pressed escape key so that I'll not be able to see the insert option here. Now I'm right now inside the command mode. So what I'll do is I'll use the colon. W stands for write the file contents and Q stands for quit. You can use this W and Q together at the same time. You don't have to use W once and after that you don't have to use Q again. So this is going to write the file content and it is going to quit the file content. So I hope you're all very clear what exactly the insert mode inside the VI editor. But when it comes to the command mode, there are multiple options. So one of the options we learned is W and Q. See, look at this. I'm trying to write the file content and I'm trying to quit the file. The moment I quit the file, I'll come out of the file now. Now look at ls. So we have created a file called as file, and let us look into the content of this file, cat file, and enter. See, look at this. This is the content of the file, which is being written with the help of an editor called as VI, and it is going to be the most powerful editor. Now, what we will learn is, we will try to learn some of the options inside the VI editor. So for that, let us go to my slides back. So as I said again, we have command mode and we have the insert mode, which is used to insert the content into a file. And command mode is used to perform some administrative tasks like save, execute, and cut, paste, and delete lines. We'll look into them. There are multiple options here in the command mode. We'll be looking into it. So I think I'm very sure that by this time you all know what is a insert mode. Simply press I to enter into the insert mode. Enter the desired text in this insert mode and press escape to come back to the command mode or the view mode. See, look at this. Now look at this. So there are so many options when it comes to the command mode, and I am very sure that by this time you all learned what is a W stands for :W. So save file but not quit. See this. It is going to save the file, but it is not going to quit. Now look at Q. So to quit if you haven't made any edits. So if you haven't changed anything inside a file, if you haven't made any changes inside the file, then you can simply quit it. Q. See, look at this. WQ saves content and quits the file. See, look at this. Q and exclamation. What exactly is this? What is the difference between Q and Q exclamation? See, look at this Q. Again, let us try to understand what exactly the Q stands for. To quit if you haven't made any edits. Suppose imagine you opened a file, you did not make any changes to the content of a file, then you can quit it. What if you have already opened a file and you made some changes to the file and you don't want those changes to be saved now? And you don't want those changes to be saved. See, you opened a file and you made some changes, and you don't want those changes to be reflected on the file. So, and you would like to quit it now. So you can't go back to the file and you can't delete all the lines that you made. You can't delete all the lines the changes that you made, isn't it? So in order to quit the file, simply use Q and exclamation. Q and exclamation. So let me show it to you. So now I'm using the VI editor and file. Now inside this, I'll be making some changes. I'll go to the insert mode, press I, and I'll be 7th line. So I have made some changes, 7th line, and rather than deleting this line, now I don't want to make these changes. So I'll come back to my command mode, press escape button, and I would like to, I don't want to save the changes of the 7th line. I don't want the 7th line to be saved into this file now. So what I'll do is, if I simply use :Q, it is not going to accept it. Look at this. Simply Q, it is not going to accept it, because Q will only work if you haven't made any edits to the file, if you haven't made any changes inside the file. But we have already made some changes, isn't it? That's the 7th line. So, and you don't want to save the 7th line. Then we'll be using Q exclamation and enter. Now look at the file content, cat file. See, look at this. The 7th line is not yet saved. Though we made some changes or we made some edits, and it has not yet, we have not yet, saved that particular line, and we came out of it with the help of a Q and exclamation. So, and let's look into ZZ, capital ZZ, which is going to be quit VI and save edits mode. See, it is nothing but simply like WQ. Capital ZZ stands for WQ only. You can try it out. Now look at this. We'll try to look at some of the options. So for that, I have a file. Let's look at LS. I have a file called as file1. There is some content inside this. So let me open this file1, VI file1, with the help of an editor. Let's press enter. See, I have so much of content inside this, see, you can see the cursor which is scrolling here. So I can come down, I can go up and down, I can do it, So let me go to the up of the file, to the beginning of the file. Sorry guys, to the beginning of the file. So in order to move to the last line, see, look at this. In order to move to the last line, we'll be using, see, the moment you use VI editor and open a file, remember one thing, you'll be inside the command mode, and you can't edit this text now. You will not be able to edit this text. So you're inside the command mode. So whenever you're inside the command mode, all these options, you can make use of them. Now observe this. Capital G moves to the last line of the file. Capital G moves to the last line of the file. Let us check, capital G. I press it. See, it has moved to the last line. These 3 lines are going to be the last line now. Now come down. Yeah. This is the last line actually. So in order to come down, I'll press Control End button so that it comes to the end of the line. Control and End button, it comes to the end of the line. Now if I have to go back to the beginning of the page now, if I have to go to my first line, simply press small gg. 2 times you press gg. See, look at this. The moment I press gg here, it goes to the beginning of the line. So right above that, there is no content. Right above, this is the beginning or the starting of the file. Beginning of the file will go there. So if I have to come to the bottom of the file, so simply press capital G. So if I have to go to the beginning of the file, simply press small gg. See, look at this. So this is what you can make use of the command mode options here. Now what is this : set number? What if you would like to navigate to somewhere around 20th line. Now you would like to navigate to 20th line on this particular file. So in order to navigate to the 20th line, simply use colon and 20 and enter. The moment you enter, this is going to be your 20th line. Moving within a file, this is going to be your 20th line. So all these options can be executed only in the command mode. So look at this. This is how you'll be able to you'll be able to navigate to the 20th line inside a file. And you have HLJK. So this is nothing but, I would say it's not exactly the space here, but it is going to be the up arrow, down arrow, and left and right arrows. How you're navigating through the file. You can make use of HLJK keys as well on the keyboard. So let us look into it. Now I am going to press L. See, look at the cursor, it is somewhere at the M. I am going to press L. So L, which is going to be used to move towards the right side, and I'll press the H. H is used to move towards the left hand side, and I'll use K. So the K is used to go right above the right above the cursor, and J is used to come down, come down in a file. So these are the keys, H, J, K, L right on the keyboard. They'll be consecutively located on the keyboard. So you can definitely make use of these keys as well. So let us look into some more options. So we have DD. So look at this, DD. DD stands for delete or cut the entire line. Delete the entire line. So it is going to delete the entire line. What if I don't want this entire line to be available? Now look at this. While working with the VI editor, we usually come across the following two modes. Now I don't want this particular line to be available. So I will be pressing, I would like to delete this entire line. Rather than pressing the delete, so that delete is going to delete individual character. So in order to delete the entire line, I'll be pressing DD, small dd on the keyboard. See, look at this. I'm pressing it, DD. See, look at this. It has disappeared now. It has been deleted. The line has been deleted now. Now look at this here. Now what if I would like to delete 3 lines? I would like to delete 3 lines. Then I'll be typing 3dd. Now you need to understand this complete para is going to be one line actually here. This complete thing is going to be one line. See, look at this. I'm going to press DD now. Look at this. The entire para is being taken. That's one line. Till the full stop here, it is going to be one complete line. See, look at this. I press DD. This is going to be the complete line. What if I press 3dd? See, look at this. 3dd. I'll come here 3dd. So it is going to delete. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'll come here. I'm going to press 3dd consecutively so that it is going to delete this, and this. So 3dd. See, look at this. So there is a empty line actually. There was an empty line. So even that empty line was deleted. That is the reason we were not able to delete this getting out of the VI. So even an empty line can be deleted. See, look at this. This is my empty line. DD. So it is deleting actually. It is deleting the empty line. See, it is deleting the empty line. So now let us look into this. Delete a word. What if we would like to delete a word now? What if you would like to delete a word? Now I would like to delete a word called as command. So I'll come to the command word and I'm going to press DW. W stands for word. DW, which is going to be delete a word. And what if I would like to copy the current line? The entire line I would like to copy it. Simply type, simply press YY in the command mode itself. See, all these options we are trying to perform in the command mode only. Simply press YY so that it is going to copy the entire line. So let's come here. So let me go to the beginning of the line, GG, and I would like to copy this line now. I would like to copy this line. Simply press YY. The moment I press YY, the line is being copied. I'll come down. In order to paste this line, I'll press the key called as P. P stands for Paris. So P paste. Yeah, P stands for Paris or paste. So P stands for paste, which is going to be, which I'm trying to paste the copied line here. See, look at this. The moment I entered the P key, so it has pasted the line that is being copied. So in the same way, I want you to practice it rather than me showing it here. So you can copy the 3 lines also, 3YY, and it copies the 3 lines. And the moment you press P, it is going to paste the copied content. Now look at this. YW is going to copy a word, a single word it is going to copy it. So let us test this. Let us test it. So I'll come here, I'll copy this hint, so YW. Now I'll come down, I'll come to the empty space here, I'll paste it here. So in order to paste it, simply use P. So look at this, I copied hint with the help of YW, copy only a single word, and in order to paste it, we will be using the P keyword, P key on the keyboard. And if you would like to copy multiple words, probably the 7 words continuously, if you would like to copy it, you can make use of 7YW. And in order to delete a character, you can make use of X. See, look at this. I would like to delete I character here. I'll simply press X so that it gets deleted. I'll press X, it gets deleted. I'll press X, it is deleting. Now I'll press X, it is deleting. So individual characters, if you would like to delete it, you can simply press X. Now look at this. A small O, sorry guys. Small O stands for new line for text entry below the cursor. So whenever you press a small O, what happens is there is a new line that is going to be created. So in order to enter some text right below the cursor, Now look at this. I would like to add some contents here. Now see, look at this. I would like to add some contents right after this line. I would like to add a new line. So let me remove the space here, remove this line, DD, I'll press it. Now I would like to add a new line after this line. So I'll press O. Look at this, small o. See, the moment I press small o, after this entire line, a new line is going to be created to enter some text here. Again, if I press O, a new line, sorry guys, it went into the insert mode. So in order to come back to the insert, from the insert mode to the command mode, we'll be using the escape button. So again, I'll press O. See, look at this. What if I would like to add a new line right above it? So I'll be using capital O. See, capital O. Sorry guys. Okay, whenever you it inserts a new line, it goes to the insert mode. It inserts a new line, it goes to the insert mode. So let us press escape here and see, look at this. Now I would like to add a new line right above this line. Now I'll press capital O. The moment I press a capital O, look at this, observe. See, it went into the insert mode, and right above it, there is a new line space that is going to be created. So in order to come out from the insert mode, so simply press escape. And what else options we have? One of the most important option is, what if, see, this is a huge file. See, look at the content of the file. There's so much of content inside this file. Now you would like to search for a specific keyword inside this file. In order to search for a keyword inside this file, what you can do is press a forward slash and the keyword command. See, look at this. Observe this. The command is getting highlighted. And press enter. After pressing enter, now you're right at the command keyword. Now it has identified it. What if you have multiple command words available on your file now? So in order to search for the next command word, simply press n, small n. Simply press small n. So it goes to the next command, command, next word. Again press small n. It goes to the next word. See, look at this command. And small n, press it. It goes to the next word. So this is how you can make use of the VI options. And I'm definitely sure, by just listening to this video, I don't think so you'll become much more familiar with it. I would request everybody, whoever is watching it, to practically practice on a Linux server and try to understand how this VI editor is going to work. And trust me, the VI editor is going to be the most powerful editor in order to edit any specific file inside the Linux server. It is extensively used in the real time. So these are some of the options here: how to quit, how to save, and how to forcibly quit without saving the changes, how to navigate from one line to another line, how to navigate to a line number, and how you can delete an entire line, how you can delete multiple lines, how you can navigate from the beginning of the file and to the bottom of the file. How can you copy a word? See, look at this, copy a word. How can you delete a character? How can you enter a new line? So all these things can be done inside the VI editor, and VI editor is definitely going to be the huge one, and it's a most powerful editor. I would definitely say that. So I would request everybody to practice it. practice this VA editor, and you need to understand again one thing with respect to the VA editor. There are two modes. One is the command mode and the another one is going to be the insert mode. So the moment you open a file, you'll be inside the command mode, and in order to go into the insert mode, press I. In order to come out from the insert mode, press escape. What if you're kind of confused in which mode you're in? Always press escape key twice. This will take you to the command mode, so that you will go to the command mode. The moment you press escape key twice, you'll be inside the command mode. So whenever you're inside the command mode, I think it's the beginning of the opening of a file using the VI editor. You can either go to the insert mode, or you can copy some lines, or you can delete some lines, or you can perform anything. So always whenever you're trying to implement some options, make sure you're inside the command mode and you are implementing these options. So I think that's all for this video about understanding the VI editor. I think I made it very clear to you. I would request everybody to practice the VI editor and definitely subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.